guys, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to be just doing like a chit chat, get ready with me. I haven't done one of these for a while. So just like to prep my skin, I used what I always use, which is like a hyaluronic acid, my ceramidin moisturizer or any moisturizer, and then layered with an SPF. And then I cleansed this morning with the Curel makeup cleansing gel. This product like doesn't actually get any makeup off at all. I didn't know what I was gonna do with it, if I was gonna have to return it or what, but I started using it in the shower and that is a game changer because in the morning I don't have makeup on. And I really liked that, so I may be able to utilize that after all. To start off, I'm just gonna prime my face with this Wonder Glow. And as I mentioned, I really like this product. It's like very shimmery. I don't know if you guys can tell. It is neutral, shimmery kind of shade, and it feels like wetter than a lotion for sure. It feels like some sort of like moisturizer kind of, but like lighter. It just kind of like blurs a little bit and leaves your skin like really kind of like with like a little bit of a dew. And I love that look. And oh, my memory card's gonna run out, that sucks. Okay, I just deleted some files that I'll probably regret deleting. But anyways, this is the Mineral Veil Primer by Hourglass, and this is incredible, which I've mentioned in other tutorials, but I did just receive this and I am totally loving it. It blurs everything, as you can probably see on camera. It instantly blurs and looks really, really nice. I've been thinking a lot about the Jaclyn Cosmetics situation. I have so many opinions about this, as you guys know. Yeah, you know, I had to get my opinion in here. I feel like, I mean, I think it's smart for her to have launched products. Like a lot of people are saying like, oh, like you should have waited, or these are overpriced for like the scandals you've been through and blah, blah, blah. People are always gonna have something to say, and like it is good to hold people accountable and whatnot, but at the end of the day, business is business. I think like the bigger topic here is like cancel culture and people projecting their fears on like public figures. You know, like people want to label someone as one way or not one way, like good or bad. And it's just not that simple. It's a pretty big spectrum. Like different personality disorders have a very large spectrum. Narcissism, sociopath, psychopath, these are spectrums. It's not like you are one or you aren't one. Someone can have the personality traits of a narcissist but still be like a good person, you know? Like we want to compartmentalize anything, and in the case of Jaclyn and her lipstick and how she handled the lipstick situation, people want to say like she is one way, so don't buy her products, or they don't trust her business sense because of what's happened. But in my opinion, it's like, I don't know, I got a refund. Like I didn't even ask, well, I did ask for a refund actually. Her customer service has always been really good. Like they're very responsive to me, at least, and to other people I see on Instagram or whatever. So it's like, I don't know, just like the bigger picture is like, I got a refund. Like, what am I worried about? Like, really, what am I stressed about? I'm personally not stressed about it. Other people, I feel like they're like trying to like hold grudges or to police the world or whatever. Like, oh, I'm not gonna do this so they learn their lesson. It's like, you're not that important. That's a level of narcissism too, to think that one vote does make a difference or whatever. But people's lives will go on, and I don't know, I don't really know where I'm going with this. I just wanted to kind of like have like stream of conscious thoughts about it, because I've had so many thoughts about it, and I'm like, I just don't really care, you guys. I just really don't care. If she does shady shit, like I want to talk about it, but I don't know. It's not that serious. It's just not that serious to me. I still think that she's talented. Like her recommendations, some of her recommendations are still like some of my favorite products, like to this day, you know? So I trust her opinion and judgment and like whatever in that sense. I think she's talented. So like, why does anything else really matter? I think that like cancel culture is a reflection of like the body of people like that are canceling that person, not the person themselves. It's a reflection on the thoughts of society, because society is projecting their fears on one single person as if they're the ones responsible for all the issues. I know this is probably a bad comparison. This is Latisse, by the way. This is how I apply Latisse, with just like a makeup brush. This is a bad comparison and people are probably gonna unfollow me for this, but I'm not like super into politics, but I just like Donald Trump. Before like the election, I liked him, but I just didn't have an opinion on whether he should be president or not. After the election, I became more of a Trump supporter because I was so appalled at how hypocritical and irrational the left was acting. You can't scream at someone and say like, love Trump's hate, when it's like you are literally doing the opposite of that. And that was just so irrational to me. And that's like an example of what I'm talking about. Like, it was such a obvious reflection on like sickness of human society, and he just happened to ignite that within them. So that just like really pissed me off, and I became even further away from the left. Like, I wouldn't call myself, I'm not like an extremist at all. I'm not like even that into politics. I'm actually socially liberal, but I just don't agree with the behavior, and I am a Trump supporter because I have common sense. I mean, whatever you want to call it. So that's that. Like, did you know we were going into politics today? No, but we did. By the way, I just lit this candle and it's a pumpkin candle. It's crazy to me how brainwashed I am. Like, I am like, oh no, it's not pumpkin season. It's Christmas season. Like, I don't even want to light my pumpkin candle because like, ew, gross. Okay, so now I'm doing exactly what I said not to do in my tutorial yesterday or whenever it was. I just went in with a big fluffy brush into High Volt, which is one of the Jaclyn Cosmetics high beam highlighters. By the way, I said this was amped in my initial like tutorial, and it's not, it's High Volt. So I went in with a big fluffy brush, and I'm just gonna, and I already primed my eyelashes, my eyes, and then I'm just gonna go in and dust this all over the lid. It's like really pretty. It's like a champagne kind of color. What am I gonna do now? I think I'm gonna go in my crease with Mini Controversy palette, and I'm going to go in with Diet Root Beer. That's like the only shade I use from here, and do a crease in here. Ooh, it's so pretty. My whole point of telling you guys that story about Donald Trump was not to get unfollowed, but was to shed light on cancel culture and how it operates, and the extreme amount of hypocriticism that exists like inherently within it. And it's kind of like, you know, if you don't want to buy something from someone because you don't want to support them, that's one thing, that's like your total right. But if you're just doing it out of spite, kind of like, that's like only hurting yourself. Moving on to other things in my life. So when I put this root beer shade on top of this, I don't know if you can see it, but it became like very shimmery and like a wet look. I have to blend it out. I love blending Diet Root Beer out with Cry on My Couch. It's so pretty. It's the perfect blending shade. I do have a tutorial on this. Maybe I've posted it by now. I don't know. I hate editing. I really do. Who wants to be my editor? I can't. I just can't anymore. So I'm gonna go back in with High Volt. I keep forgetting the name of this. I'm just gonna go with that on my finger. This this pigment is buildable. And so as you can see when I apply it to my lid, like, do you see the difference? It's like, it's stunning. It's stunning. Is this like a new product on the market? No. This has been done, but it's like, okay, what did you want? What did you want? Like, don't reinvent the wheel. Like, you're never supposed to reinvent the wheel. I'm gonna go in with this new Hourglass eyebrow pencil I just got. It's really, really cute. I haven't used a skinny eyebrow pencil in such a long time, but I haven't tried a skinny pencil in a long time. I've been using more of like the brow definer style, like a thicker this, but this is like really, really nice, and it comes out really natural when I do it. It comes with like a little brush. It's like the teeny tiniest product ever. Literally, it's like hard to use. I mean, hard to hold because it's so small. And it was $28 for an embarrassingly small amount of product, I'm sure. Like 0.04 grams. Is the markup like the most on eyebrow pencils? Because like, damn. Like, I know the R&D and technology that goes into developing these products like definitely takes a lot of money, but like, holy moly, $28 for 0.04 grams. Like, bitch, I want to get into that business. Oh, that's another thing that is annoying when people are constantly saying like, oh, she's only doing it for money. I hear this obviously with Jaclyn Hill, but like people in general, like a money grab or this and that, like a cash grab, like they're only doing it for money, like the Shane and Jeffrey palette or whatever. Like, I don't know, I just feel like, yeah, bitch, we're all here trying to make $1. Like, we're all trying to do that. We're all trying to make money. Like, we're all like basically going to work basically just for money. If money didn't exist, then we wouldn't be so affected by it. But like, I just don't get that mentality of like, oh, they're only doing it for money. I don't know, what would you rather they do it for? Like, I don't get it. What would you rather them do it for? For fun? Would that make you feel better about buying it? I don't get it. I don't get that statement in general. I really like this brow pencil. It allows you to be like really precise. As you can tell, it like fills them in. It's very natural, and you can be very specific with it. I don't know if anyone else feels this way. Change the subject back to candles. I have like a deep sense of fear that I'm going to miss the Bath & Body Works $8 candle sale. Like, anybody else? No? Okay. Yeah, I have like a really, like, I compulsively check my emails because I know it's coming up. I know it's coming up. I'm gonna buy probably like 100 candles, and then I'm gonna like get sick of Bath & Body Works candles. That's usually like my MO. I'm gonna line my eyes now. I've been really into brown eyeliner. It's like, I forgot about it and then I remembered it, and now I'm like, why did I stop that? So I've been using this Tattoo Studio by Maybelline. I did have the Estee Lauder Double Wear, but I don't know, this was really good. I've been really into trying drugstore products. Like, well, I've been into trying everything, honestly. There are certain products where like, I know the drugstore versions are just as good, if not better. Brown eyeliner is one of those. Oh shit. It's totally fucking dried out because I can't find the cap to it. Oh, there's the cap. Oh no, bitch. Bitch. This was like the creamiest eyeliner. I'm not kidding. It's a little bit better. Like, whew, do you see that? That like nothing showed up? Oh no. That totally fucking sucks. It was like the creamiest eyeliner ever. And now it is like NYX. No offense to NYX. I just like never have a good experience with their pencils. So I am just lining this eye. If you guys have any like Vlogmas requests, like leave them below. I know I got a house tour request, so once all my furniture arrives, I will do that. Over the past few weeks, I've been on this like decorating rampage, as I mentioned. Okay, so now I'm going in with root beer just to blend out the lower lash line. So yeah, I've been on a decorating rampage, and I feel like I've just been like going through so much mentally with redecorating my house, because it's like, I am paranoid to buy furniture. I don't like buying furniture because I think it's like a commitment thing. A couple different times in my life when I've like decorated, it's like then I want to move, and then it's like move to like another state, and then it's like I lose all that furniture, or I just don't like being held down. I don't know what it is, to be honest. It's like maybe like a weird commitment phobia or something, but it has something to do with the fact that like buying furniture feels like a waste, you know, because it's like I've wasted so much time and money on furniture in the past. Basically what I'm trying to say is like buying furniture is igniting within me like a lot of anxiety, and it's like forcing me to like look at myself in the mirror and say like, what do you want? Like, what are you doing this for? Why are you so drawn to this? Like, I get so obsessed with like certain things, and I do them like 150%. I just like will be wholeheartedly into decorating, and then until it's done. It comes from like such like a spiritual place, for lack of better words. Like it's such a like, you know, when you're in the zone and you're just like so focused and so creative. I'm priming my lashes, by the way. It really is a spiritual experience, and you're just like, why am I going through this right now? Like, what am I supposed to learn? Like, what is this? So I've been going through that, and it's kind of like shaking the paradigm of like everything for me, for work, relationships, for my identity. Who do I identify with and what do I want? Those types of things, like existential questions that I've been asking myself lately. I'm like happy in my work life, my professional life, but I'm financially comfortable and I like what I do, but I just need something else, you know? Like I need the next level soon, and I feel like that, like buying furniture, putting roots down, like I feel like that's kind of like the next step for me in like in my growth. It forces me to be a different person. Like it makes me look at myself a different way. So I think that's a positive thing. It's in my philosophy. No, just kidding. Okay, so yesterday I used this Jaclyn palette, and I used it with the Gibbon brush, with this brush. I'm gonna tell you right now, this brush is too big. It's like too big and too dense for highlight. Like my cheekbone is not that big, and the highlight is so bright. It just deposited so much color. So I'm gonna use a different highlighting brush today, and I'm gonna use Iced and Gleam. So that's the top two shades. The top two shades are the cool tone shades, and the bottom two are the warm two shades. So let's see. Ooh, that's pretty. I love cool tone highlighters for my skin type personally. Bitch. Whew. Whoa, that's really good. It's like really good. Yeah, so I need to, if you get it in the wrong area, it enhances texture. Obviously, that's what highlighters do. They enhance whatever they touch, so. Love a good lip highlight and a good nose highlight, yes. So now like the texture's kind of enhanced in this area, so I wanna go back with the Moonlight Say a Prayer, because this was a fucking disaster when I used it yesterday, but I'm not sure if it's because I used it under this god-awful foundation. I used this yesterday by Revlon. It was so drying. I couldn't even live. But when I used it 2 days ago, it was fine. My camera overheated, and if I ever have a makeup palette, it's gonna be a name of one of the shades. My camera's overheated. I am going to use the Mood Light powder, and I'm just gonna take a little bit, and I'm just gonna dust it on top of everything that's going on right now. So let's see what happens. Ooh. Okay, that's acceptable. I don't exactly know what the best way to apply this is, so that's why I'm like trying out different ways. And today I'm just going in on top of my setting powder. This definitely works better than using this as a setting powder by itself. I do feel like it blurs. I don't know yet. I don't know how I feel about it. I gotta find the right place for it. So now let me go in with my mascara. I just bought this yesterday. I actually went to Target to buy the Honest Beauty one because several of you guys recommended it to me and said it was like the best. Oh, now my memory card's out of space. Motherfucking shit. Okay, that bought me 22 minutes. I keep deleting files just so I can get more space in my memory card. This is annoying. I have a story to tell you after this, but I wanted to tell you, I went to Target to get the Honest Beauty mascara because you guys recommended it. Several of you said it was like the best mascara you've ever used. it's not a brand I would have ever considered that, like, thinking about. I don't buy their products. This Target didn't have Honest, which I've never seen that. Anyways, I wound up buying this one, which is Falsies by Maybelline. This is like an old favorite of mine. It's been a really long time since I used it, but I wanted to give it a try again. I used it yesterday on top of this primer, and I have to say, I wasn't really that shook by it. I feel like I've had better, you know, since I was using this a few years ago. I love the brush on it. The brush is like that rubbery kind of texture. So anyways, this morning was like really stressed out because I woke up and I didn't have internet, and then I was like calling the internet company, and like they were closed, and even after 9 when they were technically open, according to their website, it wasn't working. Like, it was just sending me to voicemail and saying the company was closed. And I was like just really stressed out, and I was just like, I had so many thoughts in my head, like fear-based thoughts and scarcity mentality thought. I was like, you know, I need to pay my bill. I thought I was on auto pay, but that's why my shit was shut off. And so I'm like, okay, let me just pay the bill. I went in my room to like get my phone and pay the bill, and I saw a bluebird outside my window, and I was shook. Whew. I'm getting chills thinking about it because I asked to see a bluebird the other day as a sign, and I randomly asked to see a bluebird, like, please universe, show me a bluebird if I'm supposed to do this, you know? And I didn't see a bluebird the other day, but as I sat down to call the company and pay my bill, I saw a fucking bluebird. That was like crazy, and I immediately felt like re-empowered. I felt like a dip in power this week. That was like crazy, crazy story. I'm in with a really precise brush to do my inner corner highlight, and I'm using the same 2 shades, the top 2 cool tone shades, to do my inner corner highlight. It's super pretty, isn't it? I really like this palette. I don't think ever in a million years I'll be able to use all these. Oh, that brings me to another thing I was gonna talk about. Sustainability. Sustainability is a hot topic for good reason. I wish I could show you the packaging from like all the Jaclyn Cosmetics highlighters I bought. Every product has a unit carton. This is called a unit carton. Every product has a unit carton. There were probably 6 or 7 products that I bought with 2 UPS boxes, and it was just like this pile of boxes, and I'm just thinking, for one person, for me, this is the waste I'm producing from this order. Like, I don't know, I feel like, I don't want to say art is frivolous because it's not. I don't want to perpetuate that, but we have to like be more sustainable. Even like, for example, makeup, you know, as a makeup consumer, is this sustainable? Like, I'm never gonna use all of these products. Why do pans need to be this large? Like, why can't they be smaller and flatter? Everything would be cheaper. You'd be able to try more things. Your makeup wouldn't expire. You would hit pan on everything. Like, I feel really productive when I hit pan on something. I rarely do. Even in like my best palettes, like my Modern Renaissance palette, I used this for years and no other palette. I've only hit pan in 3 shades. My Morphe palette, I also was obsessed with this. I've hit pan in 2 shades. My Shade and Light palette, I've hit pan, well, I broke one. I've hit pan in 3 of those, but it's like, they're all gonna expire before I even have the opportunity to finish them. It's like, why are we producing such large quantities? This could have been 50% of this size. Look at how thick those are. Those highlighters are thick. That's my little piece on sustainability and my thoughts. Okay, so I wanted to tell you guys too, I got this tea from Trader Joe's. This is a limited edition candy cane green tea. This is decaffeinated. So like underrated by the name. I'm like, I don't want peppermint tea. I have peppermint tea. No. This is, let me tell you, blended some of our favorite holiday flavors like peppermint, vanilla, and cinnamon with naturally decaffeinated green tea. That's what it is. It's like cinnamon and vanilla and peppermint. It's very warm. It tastes like a peppermint vanilla mocha. I am obsessed with this. I've been putting it with my matcha, so there is caffeine. So I put like coconut milk and water, and I boil that, and then I add the tea bag of this with some honey, and then I kind of let it condense a little bit while it's boiling. You know, it starts to condense, and then I add it to my matcha and my bulletproof, and it's so fucking good. I'm trying not to say fuck as much. It's literally so good. So I got these new lashes yesterday. These are Flutter lashes, I think they're called. Got them at Morphe. I actually went to the Morphe store to play with, as if I need more, play with the Jaclyn highlighters, and our Morphe store had basically none. So that was annoying and that was weird. They had the Mood Light color brighten up that I already have. And then they did have Extra, which is the shade I wanted to play with. Extra is like the very light colored high beam. I did play with it, but I was like, Jem, do you really need this? Like, do you really need this? I had a pep talk with myself and I'm like, no. So anyways, that was annoying. I wound up buying lashes instead because I'm like, I do need those. I definitely need those. I don't ever put a cap on this Ardell lash glue because I'm a lazy bitch. Sometimes the glue like gets stuck, you know, because it gets hard in there and it gets stuck. I'm trying out these new lashes and I do like trying out new lashes, like, but I have a type, you know, I have a certain type. I like them to be spaced apart like that. Okay, this is the Kat Von D tattoo liner. I got this yesterday and I totes love it as long as it doesn't dry up. Definitely the profile of a liner that would dry up, but it has such good reviews. I was like, let me try it. I honestly haven't been doing a wing. Like, I just don't have time to do it, honestly. And because I wear such big lashes, like, it looks good pretty much no matter what. Do you see how sloppy I am? Like, I'm not a real beauty blogger because I can't do this line. I have to use concealer to make it better. I have to use concealer to sharpen it. But I bought that specifically to go on top of my lashes. Like, I needed something that would go on really smoothly and conceal the lash line basically. So I didn't buy it with the intention of doing a wing at all, but here we are doing a wing when I'm in a rush. That's great. Oh yeah, so the limited edition issue. Jaclyn says her highlighters are limited edition. Who knows if they really are? Who knows who's telling her what to say? You know, this may not be all her coming up with this shit. This was such a bad idea to do a wing. Like, what the flying fuck was I thinking? I'm just gonna apply these lashes and call it a damn day. So we don't know if it's gonna be limited edition or not. Chances are that it's gonna be a permanent collection. What do you guys think? I definitely think that it will, because like, why are you gonna take that much time to develop a limited edition collection? Like, I didn't even know. I would have bought them regardless. I don't know why she feels the need to lie and say it's like a limited edition. Like, girl, we know it's not, you know? Oh boy, that looks hot, to be honest. Ooh, yes. Yes. So I like doing a thicker eyeliner on the outside up here so then I can tilt my lashes up. I know I mentioned this before, but I like to put my lashes like a millimeter above my real lashes because when I put them too close to my lash line, like, those bitches get pulled out. I say that so far, I'm totally obsessed with the tattoo liner by Kat Von D because it literally glides on so smoothly. It doesn't ask me questions. It doesn't try to make excuses. It just does its job and it does it amazing. And like, I'm so here for it. As long as it doesn't dry up, it might be like the best liquid liner I've ever used in my entire life. Because all those felt tip liners, like, they always dry up, you know? A little bit more of root beer. I really like to extend the color pretty low once I put my lashes on and gauge like how low it should be, just to really give the effect, because lashes give the effect of bigger eyes and you want to definitely like make it look like your eyes are bigger and not just like awkward. So now I'm gonna set with this. See how I do one little scotch of the Morphe spray because I just want to put a little bit to make sure my eyes get in a layer over my face, but really my setting powder is this MAC Mineralized Skin Finish and this shit is bae. This shit is what like dreams are made of. If you have any imperfections or flaws or you fucked your makeup up in a certain area, like MAC Mineralized Skin Finish. Okay, last but not least, let's bronze this bitch up. Like once I'm done with my makeup, I always like need a little more blush. I just focus it literally right on the apples of the cheek, you know? Because I feel like I drag the blush all on here and there's good color, but there should be more color right here. So I'm just gonna chug this tea and be on my way. I'm wearing my hair straight. I'm wearing my Bellamy extensions. I really love these. Oh yeah, I gotta do a lip. I gotta show you guys this lip color actually. This lip color is a stunner. So I'm gonna just line my lips with Nude by Bobbi Brown because yeah, it's the shit. And I'm doing like a really light line. I don't wanna be serious about it. New Dior lip stain. That's the shiz. So it goes on like really easy. It's like a liquid. It's a liquid and it's very sheer. It literally just stains your lips that color. Because I love like a really like natural looking lip and this is everything. I'm gonna go on with a teensy more bit of highlighter. I'm gonna put a gloss on top of this too. Probably Pillow Talk. This is a plumper, one of the best plumpers. Your little dabs. Okay, that's it, you guys. Hope you enjoyed this video. Hopefully this was not boring, me talking about life. I will see you guys in my next video. Bye.